This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Right, Andy. Yes.
Mother does me now. I know how I say, you know, football only is an BBH miss you.
Yeah.
France about World Cup in 2002. Or Muba no Mukra the top scorer in the Premier League.
Okay.
No Mukra the top scorer in the Serie A.
Okay.
No Mukra the top scorer in the French League. Or Mobile. Or man win a match. What Zinedine Zidane. Or man win a match. Or the Kofi. Or Kofi. In 2006. Brazil de Kaka, Omo de Adriano, Omo de Ronaldinho, Omo de Luis Ronaldo, Omo free more quarter final. You know, Omo free more quarter final. Into football there, eto de bia, bibia timisi. Deportivo La Coruña team no Omo she AC Milan 4. Our stadium Rezono. Nobody thought that Deportivo team me overturning the scoreline. I also at the Giuseppe Meazza Sports Stadium in San Siro. But you know, Javier Aritura, etime 10 Sani Manoma, Omu AC Milan frame.
A minute. Enter my call second draw no assault. Andy with you.
You know, Bono Telebu and the Kakakra. Dortmund team na Omo de Juve. Our Champions League final in 1996, 1997. No. Now Moroso no de Piero to bench. Pastella went to me. Into Madrid parody. But you know, so when not the balance of the squad for a good or money problem because the panel to bench, no. One manage better player than Omo ya Sambo no. I won't be Madrid. Anything can happen. When you play or best sacrificing someone on the foot of player, you know it me her team. Well, young share. Next season how married BC team are set it up. No ma ya how on BC room. You know ena Portugal. Any Finland is here kind. Na Euros na baso. Na abranti friend Bruno Fernandes. So we standard that was set the Man United that make us one good season. But so we the last few games here. Ahodinian ya dia or the boy na. BBH if you look at the players available for my friend in Portugal. That's also Cristiano Ronaldo a free man. Player what decided to be taking responsibility in the Portuguese national team Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva acquire in 1 year.
Yeah.
Jao Felix the Nidina, the did so talent. And also here in Honanaka. Rafael Leo has been on and off. And how many times Rafael Leo started for Portugal? Goncalo Ramos. Ebenya World Cup, very good World Cup after benching Ronaldo. But what is the situation now? 4 minutes will PH in yet into rely on him. But the no. So share Abranti friend Bruno Fernandes or take responsibility on the field of play. Now or if there is anybody to take over the Portuguese national team after Cristiano Ronaldo, no Bruno Fernandes. Into the World Cup from what about boy, Edema team my friend in Portugal, and this time are more prepared to Euros no or say this time or best taking responsibility on the field of play. So Ronaldo banner or best statue on statue, it depends on Roberto Martinez. But what check a former Ronaldo day banner, you know, obvious more options there. Francesco Consancao, El Macaleo, Macajao Felix, Diago Jota, Munina, but so statue Ronaldo cry. In midfield, you expect Bruno Fernandes. So we team are taking responsibility on the field of play. Until Roberto Martinez, 5 years, the golden generation of Belgium, no one to me and fine BBR. This time 13 games will lose 1 pair. Yenshe how a Portugal almost room in the Euros and how they will perform. Bruno Nebio and I know as see and crave Man United they banachra. Almost I extended the contract a man 2 years. But United in penny 4% almost signing trade because Nancy Ekoba said by a money 4 pen. And who are here Man United last game in the BR Busan said penny 4% almost person free team ni man and I said what supporters ni because young ton also any problem. Same penny 4 in a Monday born fans and penny dia or Beko baby aqua kusina kind. And no chidi at said by a Monica Bem so Bruno Fernandes. Na General and Crab and say Man United and penny for person almost sign Bruno Kessben na the contract no sign 3-3 because our chef from Ferguson era no call you know the BBC na Bruno is one of the brightest spot at Man United assigning, and he's the most consistent player in the United team in the last 3-4 seasons. And you'll be in a park and no former results there or the Bima said you see Kuni Homa team even a day 1 year day crown extra quality player or yeah. £240,000 a week. You know, I ran to other TV, so it's always car. Jadon Sancho almost age. Always car Rashford Edgia. Or also H. also Kohobi. Go right for the 360. Na Genoa Casemiro about 350. Na Jadon Sancho about 300. And Bruno Fernandes is 240. And you know, opese omuvu eko baby amranti wo. And I think say pay the Juma or bed Manchester United general. So Bruno push you to that level who deserve. So Bruno Rashford cross who deserve because a Juma dear about Manchester United and general wa pobi pa.
Yes. Okay. On it Kevin De Bruyne. On me no euro. Minimum of 3 assists. On be euro. One of my is a minimum 1 assist on a Kevin De Bruyne with my 3. Yes.
You know,
minimum.
So here the two teams now more day banner. If you pick the Portugal team,
yeah.
So we hear from Mfimfia ko see any muna media yechira. Ball na be ko any muna nyina Bruno so na be fa akọ. Inti João Paulina, Vitinha, and then Bruno Fernandes. 3 midfield they likely some be boni. Now João Felix left or João Felix started from bench. Bernardo Silva right. Rafael left. Cristiano Ronaldo or top or Diego Jota or top or João Felix beat me apart from left. So munina sha. And Chia Bernardo Silva between Bruno Fernandes in team in Tribi. And Chia Rafael between Bruno Fernandes in team in Tribi. But see locate striker. Oko anymore. Obia obetimi a link up play with the final third movement, the final third transition within the Portuguese national team in India. You know it is Bruno Fernandes. It say locate to say Bernardo Silva. Locate to say Rafael or João Felix, Diego Jota. You know Bruno Fernandes na sad the man be fan swako. Pair the team arrangement and the disposition of coach na Aisha no. Ono and na sani when na be fan swako anymore. Born is not touching who you know. Look at the sister or Dema Kobe Manu. The final game against Manchester City. A top class assist from Bruno Fernandes. He needs to take responsibility and the performance of the forward of play on the better. But also because you know opponent ya omo Portugal. Omo intend not to stop those players now makano. No more say omo pivot to him say Bruno Fernandes do anymore. A quite be on the first stop and be on the first stop. And what was Portugal be general so defended deeper on papa and son or money wabo. Until I think say the quality to do it and the players around him no a bit me a pushing no Emma on so to me. Kevin De Bruyne miss season. You know, miss season for Manchester City. O prayer or buy no City na ye Satam no more that 3rd position. The first game against Newcastle United or by no more than fem. Na neka obeti ni numerous assists or the man any change bibia and from that time Obia who said Kevin De Bruyne is playing so well. And my Manchester City team they be that level of confidence and all more table. But you know idea had De Bruyne this season a big games. She quite pet fast so you frame in the game against Liverpool and a buofu. Say you frame on temodo. Look at the game against Real Madrid. Shenansanya game on boy against Tottenham was penun timinu or sa frame. And the Manchester United game as well. Inti Genoa adia aha Kevin De Bruyne big games. But within the Belgium national team, say Domenico Tedesco enso ye ni team na Genoa no so and obesa affair free. I'm about akọ animu. Belgium any quality bebrebe second no. But some Romelu Lukaku ni Leandro Trossard. The next player obey in line. Obey link play. Obey level of creativity. Or did the creative spark?
This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
international games na nkasania no nso
This is Kessben 93.3
but even
FM,
that
a new
goes
wave
against
of
Brazil
excellence
after that
in
he was
radio.
off. And the last Euros as well, he was on and off. International team no man kasa no. Say Kevin De Bruyne taking responsibility, said he will take responsibility. Oh, Manchester City ni ya na den. But you know probably we ebeba be probably in the last Euro.
Yeah.
For the Belgium national team, we checking age, you know. And in the interview, I know Sanko Granti, ya were hani at Kevin De Bruyne across Saudi. And you know, I think say only Bruno there, pay omu quality omu show, and the omu bet me you know. BPA says so omu good tournament, no one so hero one. They can deliver by giving 3 assists in the Euro, but it won't be easy. Sergio.
Okay. John Mikel Obi believes that defenders Benoit Bediashile and Axel Disasi are not good enough to play for Chelsea and thinks the club needs to sign 2 world-class defenders instead. Omunye players are Disasi and Bediashile. Omunye defenders are Chelsea between Omania 2 omuso. Omunye Chelsea materials. Omunko sign 2 world-class defenders. Mikel Obi.
Spot on. Spot on. I think it's in any team. So you're a big team, you need that level of personality. And within the Chelsea ranks, from Ricardo Carvalho, John Terry, Branislav Ivanovic, Gary Cahill, David Luiz Bisuyanka taking over. The time Omobo Cahill, Rudiger, David Luiz was present. Okay, time Omobo the final game against Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena. It was Gary Cahill, David Luiz. In the Chelsea for na yama we kwa na we babeshim. And so man yabi anchema no makofe biaba. Into Rudiger from Roma. Only Christiansen babi suya yama iduru baby. Time na Chelsea G Champions League against Manchester City no. The rock at the back at that time was Thiago Silva and Rudiger. Ne Christiansen cross aba beka home. Se coach decided so kotre baka. And you know, in the absence of Thiago Silva, untimin kasa all the Chelsea defense ne kwa koshe the 2 French boys no and Sam Derby. Any year. Not just only ready because even in the presence of Thiago Silva, not Chelsea central defense net to say. And Levi Cowell, Wesley Fofana, you know, almost level wanted to say Branty with me noir. Into Chelsea, missing Thiago Silva, they need to go into the market. Now, I'm only up Thiago Silva experience and the type of player, but at least you need an upgrade over these 2. What I Chelsea game be on my board there's a C any banner by the Chile no, you know. So follow Chelsea now of games are who the hole at the back. Into Chelsea for a long season under a new coach. Forget about you play from the back. And I see a bubble from Unchemu. Chelsea will need the personality at the back. Into Genoa. Mikel Obi can. I don't think he's far from right.
Okay.
Bernard Badiashile need the Chelsea class. See a national team in the crown. I agree. France quality centre backs, but almost situation know what to say. And Chelsea will need that personality because o competitors ni nyina no. Omo obi. Liverpool of Virgil van Dijk. Send Van Dijk currently one answer also Obojo Gomez ne Konata. Konata arrive at that level or betting me show personality at the back. Gabriel France I know break with Saliba, but he entered the performance of Gabriel ne at the back line of Arsenal and the level as compared to the previous years. Manchester United were Varane, Ekono, Omo Martinez, and even Maguire in the performance in the Genoa. This is a starter for the English national team and a level of experience. The problem is errors, but at that level, maturity, experience, he is up there. Into Manchester City or Ruben Diaz, Omo Aki, Omo Josco Bedial, Omo Manuel Akanji, Omo John Stones. Into competitors and Omo central defenders 5. Into why do you rely on these youngsters? Omo be here a leader at the back. No, almost shaka crack on. Say the bear leader in who am take over. But for now, you know, also would do backline kwakuja Bernard Badiashile. And they a year around your friend as a decesidia. Now you are not ready to compete.
Obviously, leaders, you know, and as a muye, okay, leaders never ever. Omumbu say, Omugu house or for leaders number. Leaders now can get clubs or more. Kwame na Chelsea bet makoko for leaders now, no more replace Silva.
Okay.
It was central defense.
Chelsea kofa Balak from Bayern Munich by. Chelsea kofa Claude Makelele from Real Madrid by.
I'm over the time.
Say it's kind of yaka.
Balak about free.
You know, it's kind of yaka.
Balak came as a free
Free
agent.
agent.
Claude McLeary felt he was not being given the respect he deserved at Madrid. So he wanted to move.
So Ranko, whichever way, Obi or Bayern Munich, a German captain, you don't expect him to move to Chelsea. Obi boy Bayern Munich, no a German, no a German for captain, you don't expect him to move to Chelsea because Chelsea initially are only Bayern Munich. But the influence of Abramovich and Sika salary are decided so only to Anakano or buy. I agree, Claude McLeary. The level I will show here, Gutimo, Zidane, but it is Real Madrid. You need a lot of players at Chelsea push you or back all because of the amount of money that they have. If Chelsea mean business, Cristiano Romero is there, Eiska. If Chelsea mean business, Brema is there, Eiska. Energy with Marquinhos is there.
Yeah.
Marquinhos JB already decided say but the two players, and you can also say Cristiano Romero because of Tottenham and then Sadio and Ompene. But you know, Bremer is there, Juve Funiska. If you want a centre back in the bucket, Chelsea will scar almost spend and within the transfer bucket, yeah, who scar almost spend it. If Chelsea clearly mean business, na coach in Bilibu say, obey here centre back. Maybe I'm who is Chelsea here centre back. But when you go into the market, at least unya. Seranko, even that level players in the club, yes, we are saying.
It's a bit difficult now.
Yes, almost awesome. But you have to be smart in the market. Sending name say Matama say we. But her ball Matama say bebo. Lampard, no for Rudiger near. But after Lampard had there, Rudiger level of experience. You know,
Okay.
two defenders so how I recommend it. If Chelsea mean business, Bremer for Juventus is there. Bastoni Kromo come beton. Bastoni Kromo.
Someone like Paul Torres can be a.
You can go to Fiorentina for Nikola Milankovic as well. A lot of players be so what they compare those guys at Chelsea. They necessarily getting the Van Dijk, the Thiago Silva, Sergio Ramos level of player. But at least when you be an experience, what's
I even think Matthias De Ligt is ahead of these Chelsea players.
Oh, he's ahead of them.
And De Ligt will be an upgrade from his experience and everything. And clearly, he's not so happy at Bayern Munich. I also think Marquinhos, Chelsea and near Bria.
Yeah.
It can still be tempted away from PSG.
Yeah, that is
those
possible.
days of Chelsea and then near Bria. What kind of story of Mikel will be about because I'm sorry, Sami Katiandina on Ferguson, so I'm forgiving him.
Yeah.
But if you go into the story of Mikel Obi, how he eventually ended at Chelsea, Ubon said that time that Chelsea really meant business, serious business. It was 2003, and Mikel was part of the Nigeria team Omoko under 17 is Anyamano, Omu Premier League stage. Then, according to Mikel, Omu tournament on what agents, different agent. Then this agent came with a briefcase. Obi a briefcase in dollars. That time, $75,000 in the gum. I say onji sikano na oji skani we are na osaima onu agent no the Nico Tima sikani de beba. I say luckily na Nigerian Football Association secretary was then and say he should ignore the agent. Na better teams after him. At that time, Real Madrid was interested, Arsenal interested, Manchester United, Chelsea named them. And to also mobile fee, just some few days no say who Nigeria for secretary no the few beam. Other Manchester United for so open. Then fast forward, only Isaac Promise. So in 2003, they moved to Manchester United to have some audition. Sano Mofreno. I say Ferguson the in a man Roy Keane. Say Roy Keane and the bodyguard because na Paul Scholes mupezo mbulino. Then he went back to Lane Oslo.
Oh no way.
On no way. Chelsea for ne tehwa no who say Man United a press conference outdooring Mikel Obi. Say they've signed the 18-year-old Nigerian prodigy and that he's coming to Manchester United. You know what Chelsea did? Quickly almost money pa me say omonko Lane Oslo, Norway. Enko tiase mu ye. Omko na ye pre-contract no assign. Say in at the end of the season he joins Man United. Omode report by Chelsea sent people to Nigeria. Omoko Mikel Obi papa ne o maame ho show no mko ye ofie ho no. Ebusuafo frɛ Mikel, wa mo Chelsea ebeku ye ho. Chelsea na me bonaja himska. Naja fo himska. Omo se akwa na mo Chelsea a. Omo ne. It took Mikel, he nearly stayed home for about 1 year before they resolved the issue. Mutua £12,000 sterling and they compensated Manchester United. Fast forward, he moved to Chelsea. Also, move to Chelsea. The first time we share Ferguson, no, Kabibi Tonoso. Ferguson Bunanichia and Shenanim Niamudin Pel. And since then, Untuminya the chance to get close until Wembley Champions League final. And on the Ferguson Kushai. Na Okochia Fegi na Fegi. Also Fegi is still exciting. Fegi has more catcher and say he's happy for him because he had a good time at Chelsea. Even though not only happy the way they went about it. And Ferguson has given him has forgiven him. Mekade Abesi and Nema Abramovich time, Mourinho time, not Chelsea yedinya players. And it's a net Chelsea near Brea. No person, even Marquinhos or someone at the person saying they can go the extra mile and the players will power. When the players decide, oh, mobile, frustrated club, now club will sell. And yes, players na top notch and be brainy what there. But some do money see back me and be so say, or maybe you saw one trick is in the they will still get it. It's doable.
Then Nikana as a panise Bolly, Todd Bolly. Are you prepared to spend?
Yeah, he's prepared to spend.
Omo the players Papa Breno. And only asem.
Paul West Stanley mo.
And this is Arsenal as a time. Omo nye prepared so omo spend it. And the players no. Difference. What are the Papa?
And they so I consider back where sa ho financial fair play nsem. And also say I consider kakra. Those times it be those assembly of players at Chelsea this kakesi to tom no. Se na sa amra na ye adwuma. For some of them, they could have struggled.
Yes.
Interne omu yusu means a way. Obete also on one training ground or ton and a board member. Na sikana sa be di club no they are kujama so. They try.
Emre nenim drank a Man City and so ne FA no. Problems no. Omo see FA no. Sansen seven so ehun nya yi pa bata. Emre no kwa na eko. Yes.
Yes, why money?
Yeah.
About charges Marco 150. You go so investigate. You didn't investigate we.
Oliver Hall say Man City win this case now. And so move FA headquarters in the court Etihad.
Assembly no. General, charges Marco 115.
Yeah.
None we Everton for the buyer. Can we at your points and Omo relegation? City the end that so call. Almost the F no member call.
Yes.
Nasa baby as a F in the no pre. Nina court. Omo for madam Sidini I didn't defend your moe. F nache.
All right. Yam picky back could be a narrow.
Yeah.
I'm saying more and one money one. So why is also and a capital rule here. Just mention them. That's all.
Oh, transfers. So I'm here, but no problem.
Transfer stories. They're here.
Complete one.
Okay.
We but no problem.
Okay. The Chelsea Football Club, football club's version of being selected. Okay. The Chelsea job is football's version of being selected for human sacrifice. I will eat my heart if Enzo Maresca sees out his 5-year contract. The Chelsea job is football's version of being selected for human sacrifice.
Only 3 years.
Now I what yes. The Chelsea job is football's version of being selected for human sacrifice. I'll eat my heart if Enzo Maresca sees out his 5-year contract. Oliver Holt,
3 years.
Okay. All right.
But General, it will be a central will be doable. Central, you know, could be Kevin De Bruyne as a Couture, ɔhwɛ go ɔda de ma Real Madrid the form of wɔn Madrid gyi a ɔmma Euros ni bia ohun ne sɛn kampo bi foforɔ mbisa ne why Kevin De Bruyne why Kevin De Bruyne because the hen can never be declared innocent at the court of the hawk
Sure.
Sir akokɔ bɛsa sɛn a ɛnyɛ akorɔma fɛ Kevin De Bruyne obi anim sɛ ɔne Thibaut Courtois te ado ahoma so you know as one story no Courtois girlfriend a kyɛ sɛ
Kofabo. So what happened to
oh
Ode.
Carola so no kind no. I say
so
the Courtois the man no.
one day no
1 day in 3 years.
Kevin De
Kevin De
Bruyne
Bruyne
was
was me and five man.
general Kevin De Bruyne girlfriend and any da no so say that she be on in nebe ko wu nani ba no ho so na Thibaut Courtois akɔ fire girl no de abufu ni sɛ fire no obisa no kontwa tron kra nkyerɛ no awuraba no sɛ yɛ no krɛ mene nada Courtois ne mada na anokɔ asɛm so ma mani gye
Cotentino.
o sɛ oni tua adoa wa bi adua wa the longer the monkey the longer the tail
No more walk from some long futures.
so okay
Also be Bruce feet a man and nice at 39.
Debi
Can be.
eti mami koti rabana small kan ya ebe pim ne sɛ Kevin De Bruyne almost go fenti o
Yeah.
or say in one night Thibaut gave me what I missed with Kevin for years. Truth behind hatred between De Bruyne and Courtois. Omi no money share back. De Bruyne and Courtois. Na ni nyina ye rabana ye friend Caroline. No ye De Bruyne girlfriend.
Okay.
Wo Thibaut Courtois kura wo yere. No ko gi we girlfriend. Ni keke adwuma nam na. E ma girl no wie ono abeka na num sem so oni na da. Oni na da. Na okeka emfie miensa na oni Kevin De Bruyne ye nyina baako night no de Thibaut Courtois de ye no okeka bu menuru Andy Crane de ka keka zembe
Metimi aswaro ha. Na yakodi aho kaka.
it is a wo centroni ye be ko Euros na se Courtois mabia ukobisa Kevin De Bruyne say wa mabia be ha dwen na Kevin De Bruyne say wo eye pa ba na mani ogu players wo ye camp no ye hwehwe
Yes.
obia ye good
Newton Latte.
Boss.
Yeah.
Mwasemi na Mikelobi dina no tum, but I disagree with Mikelobi. Say Okase Badiashile ne the other defendant me Emmo na Chelsea here. Disasi Chelsea here big boys. It is true. It is very very true. But my junior say these guys they are made. So who you Pochettino D echo for Maresca they have the confidence and grow these guys. Aroho be a Cotona man or a leader, but they were leader of Barcelona. Kubasi is a natural born leader. You have the confidence, time can credit money. Kubasi, but Pierre, and no bench no Spain and ye, Obenchino Bassa and ye. It's a young prodigy. Or achieve baby, but the nay Spain national team natural Kubasi now. So Mikel Obisi say, coach, you know the experience. Look, leaders are born. Sepra Kopeko to be a better general, be a bit me about technically tactical, not on 15 to the side, no bench. You talk about big boy about, but be beard on a warrant to say any part of buyer fittingly about ball. I think say confidence in what you Pochettino D na omuma back into Maresca no omunya confidence man cry no nan cry no omumra because leaders are born naturally. The more time you give to the player, irrespective of the age or baba, the more game time, the more confidence, the more and more will shape you coach player no disasi by the Ashili general, they will grow into their game.
Okay.
This is how I see football. Now but talk of big boy about to see general ebi chiro no fit. Enye Inigo Martinez na Kubasi tuni. Enye Kunde and Kubasi you na Kobo right back or kasa. Give the guys the confidence to play. Or more be right sabe do be Chelsea sheshe.
Okay.
Yes.
in the beginning time.
Yes, of course. Because
Enti-
I don't know why coach ready. No, somebody brother, can you come up with you to know? Maresca means tie. Yes, Franco. So
Yeba local fronter.
local front to the Nesame and Ababono boss P2.
Oh.
And then I was a board and also no technical issues being TGC a deal common free her.
Oh, okay.
Now me per se din common now
P2.
Yeah, P2. Wow, be P2. Now busa question be Sir Kevin De Bruyne, Bruno Fernandes.
Nobody.
P2.
P2. the program no call I want to see.
So yanko. Now ka Bruno ne KDB ase me person me ka Bruno Fernandes on one sem ke to be 30 seconds e TV no so.